Hello and welcome back, and today we are again having to sort out some problems over here at our Barfoot site. It just seems that there's issues occurring constantly for some reason. I don't quite understand it. I again have been absent from here for the past 2 weeks because we've been doing a lot of hay work at the moment, and it's really vital that we get it in. So I've just been really busy. You know, you got to make hay when the sun's shining, so that's what I've been doing for the past few weeks, and it's all now in. But yesterday, so Dad's already been up here and done all the inspections, but yesterday I get a phone call from Dad saying that a few of these hives are very weak, and then also back at our home site I brought up a nuke. A queen had got through the queen excluder and started laying up the super, which is one of the queens that is like very small. She's laying perfectly well. I mean, she's probably not properly mated, like she probably won't last another year, but so if then I brought up a queen from, well, I brought up the queen with a few frames of bees into a nuke, so I can just kind of expand that colony, re-queen the colony that we're just taking it off. Honestly, it's just, it's so hectic. So yeah, that's kind of where we're up to now. And I think, what was it from? I can't remember what video it was. But you would have seen there was no video 2 weeks ago. I think I'm now a week behind. We did have one going up for today, but I've just not had any time at all. Back to today's job. We have got a couple of colonies that are very weak, and some are queenless, and one we have got a new queen put in, and for some reason they haven't done anything. So we're going to merge some colonies, because there's absolutely no point in having small colonies spread out using up resources that we need, you know, like boxes, frames, just everything. You know, there's absolutely no point in having them there when we're going to have the same amount of bees but in one hive. You know, we might actually get some honey. It's actually surprising as well, because back at the farm, my farm, the summer flow is in full swing. Here, I know I said we probably wouldn't get a June gap because there's plenty of forage about, but we have kind of noticed a bit of a June gap, and they're currently still in it at the moment, which is fine. It's just going to come on a little bit later. I mean, the bramble out here, actually, look. Bramble at the farm, literally 3 miles away, out in full bloom. Here, it's still budding up, or it's still budded up. These are the first few bits of bramble that have come out. So what I might actually do is, once the summer flow, depending on the sort of time scale, once the summer flow's done over at the farm, bring a few more hives up here and get another crop out of them, maybe. I don't know. It just, yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure yet. But anyway, let's get back to this, because I'm not doing a full inspections. I'm just going to, right, where are we at? Eastern, here we go. Number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one here is blue queen, very weak colony, eggs and brood, dying colony. Right, let's show you what we got to play with. And I don't know what's going on with this weather either. It was really hot first thing this morning, so I'm in my hot pants, and oh no, my smoke has just gone out. Very small indeed. What the hell has gone on here? We are talking one frame. I can't see the queen. That is all the bees we got in here. I honestly, I don't, like, for some reason, these past couple of weeks has been horrendous. So there are eggs in here. Where the hell's the queen at? Plenty of stores. Dad did say the queen was in here. And I can see there are fresh eggs as well. But look, that's just... And I know what a couple of you are going to say, oh, it could be Varroa. But, you know, they get treated for Varroa. And I can't, you know, these bees aren't covered in mites or anything. Where the hell's the queen gone? Ah, and there's another wasp that's just gone in. You probably won't be able to see it, but there is a wasp that's just gone in there. Oh, I have literally just seen the queen. I'm gonna have to find her. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna catch her, put her into a queen cage, and introduce her to another queenless hive, because I didn't realise how small this colony was. Dad said it was small, but he didn't actually say how small it was. Ah, there she is. That's the queen. There we go. Now I think I'm just going to take her back. Now I don't have... Can I pop her in there? I haven't got them to stuff it with though. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else has been having these issues, but for some reason this is like the first year where it's just been absolutely horrendous. But that is it. That is our colony. What you see there is it. Which I suppose all I can do, shake them out, move the box away. But I don't know, I don't think there was anything else I could have done with that, to be honest. I think it would have been pointless trying to merge, because they would have never gotten through the newspaper. So we'll just shake them off. Well, I say shake them off, there's absolutely nothing left now. It's just one of those things, I think. But I mean, she's a good sized queen as well. I got no idea what's kind of gone on there. It just seems to be happening an awful lot this year. We just got these failing colonies for some reason. Now, I've just checked hive 9, which Dad said no queen, no eggs, didn't put any egg or brood in, new queen, good sized colony, which is what he put there. This is the trouble. I know he checks them twice and everything, but I don't think he can quite see the eggs. So when, like, sometimes when I've taken his word for it, saying that there's no queen in there, we then order some queens in, and turns out there's already a laying queen in there, and it kind of then just puts us on the back foot a little bit. We then just spent money where we didn't need to spend it. But hopefully I can do a little bit more with him once I've left and there's less pressure to get everything done all in one hit. You can actually spend some time on it. But there is definitely a queen in this colony. Didn't see her, but she's there. Yeah, 9 is good. So I just checked the other queenless colonies and see if they are queenless. Now this one is another smallish colony. It was a nuke, and yeah, I suppose they're not the healthiest looking colony. These guys are definitely queenless. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably merge them with the colony next door. Now there's definitely a queen in here. I've seen her. There are eggs. There's brood in all stages. So we are gonna, and it's not the strongest colony. Again, this is a nuke that we probably left for a bit too long. That was queenless. So if anything, there's 3 frames of bees in here, 3 frames of bees in here in this hive as well. So all we're gonna do is pop this hive on top of this hive with some newspaper, which I do have. Now we've got some newspaper, and all we're going to do, oh, I've only got one piece though, I need another piece of newspaper. Now I swear, whenever I do this, it's always like the windiest day possible. Probably not ideal putting a smoker on there, but hey ho. So we just literally lay 2 pieces newspaper on the top. I don't know how people do this on their own when it's really windy, because this is very, very difficult. And all we're going to do is get our hive tool and just pierce a few, go away, a few holes just to allow the bees to work their way down. And this is like just a slow release method, because you don't want to be adding them straight in, because that'll end up causing a fight, which we do not want. So we're taking 2 weak colonies and making 1 decent colony, essentially, and hopefully they'll merge just as the summer float is coming on. So we might actually see some honey from this hive here, which will be good. Now the trick is going to be putting that hive on without the newspaper coming off. And all we're going to do, pop that on there. Aha! It's like the that magic trick, isn't it? And then we just need to make sure that we put it on square, like so. So there aren't any gaps. And that is what it should end up looking like. So we got the original colony in its first place in this box here. We then got 2 sheets of newspaper that we put holes in, and then we put the queenless colony at the top here, so it's like a sandwich. And then over the next coming days, they should then get used to the smell of the new colony, of the queen as well. And then when they start working from top to bottom, they'll just slowly integrate. Because like I said, otherwise they just end up having a massive fight and we end up losing either the queen or the other colony, which is not what we want. So yeah, we'll just leave them to it now, and then we'll come back next week and I'll show you what they've done to it. Because honestly, it's impressive how they can eat through newspaper, and how quickly they can eat through it as well. It's really impressive. So yeah, we'll shut them up, and I need to check. There's apparently a queenless colony up there somewhere. Hey, thank you very much for watching. This is like a minor little hiccup. We've seen before that I can get really depressed about it, but that's just because everything just seems to have gone wrong that week. But I think we're kind of on the up. I think we are in the June gap here. It is only just, like I said, the bramble is only just coming out. It's really surprising. Like we are literally 3 miles apart, and the bramble at home is literally more or less flowered. You know, a lot of it has already gone to berry, but now here, you know, it'll be interesting to see kind of the peak and the flow. But if you did enjoy it, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we shall definitely see you next week, where I think we will be opening up the new apiary, which will be very cool and exciting. By the way, sweet corn is out of the ground now. You can definitely see that. But yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye.